How's it going, friends? Welcome back to my RSL channel. Today we're in Spouse's account. Not my spouse. So a random someone else's spouse. This account is someone's husband. They've been playing for a little bit under 100 days. Let me show you the daily login rewards progression. Day 95, that is today. You get a hefty energy restock. Mr. Spouse came with a request for us to help him with champion suggestions for Iron Twins, progression builds for Demon Lord Clan Boss, future builds for Hydra, and progression builds for Chimera. Who to swap in or out. For the level of account that we're dealing with here, I would say wait until you progress with Hydra and Chimera hardcore. If you can do both hard, I would advise you to do normal Hydra and maybe, let me see. We'll get there. But what I'm saying is that you might be overshooting a little bit with the expectations that you have for yourself. Don't forget to use my promo link to get yourself a free legendary Raphma tab, as well as the epics Takeover, Ugo, and Lady Quillen as you level up. Here's how to do it. Log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Launch raid and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champ. And that is all you have to do to get your free legendary Raphma tab, as well as to Gore, Ugo, and Lady Quillen as you level up in progress. So don't miss out and click on my link right now. I do want to point out the fact that this account has Gizmac. That is incredible. Congratulations on this Mega S tier hit. This Gizmac is gonna carry you for a little while. Leminici, Michelangelo, Rector, Ugo, Deacon, Thane, Bellower, and Glade Wolf are honorary level 60s that we're working with on this account. Check the vault, a level 68 though. A bunch of good level 50s. Morag, Moto, not half bad. Corrado, not half bad. This Arnulf lady, what was her name again? I keep forgetting. I don't know why they're in the vault. Nothing of interest here in the reserve vault. Right off the bat, really solid starter out team of champions, a bunch of champions that will help you out in different areas of the game. However, you are missing some vital mechanics, especially for the dungeons and areas of the game where you want suggestions on who to replace, who to build out, how to progress. Again, I'm trying not to get ahead of myself, and I will urge you to do the same. As for builds, I'm seeing some fantastic crit rate, crit damage on your nukers, solid speeds, solid attack, HP, defense, solid builds, man, solid builds. I wonder why no accuracy on Gizmac. Did he not need any? Were all of his debuffs irresistible? Both the HP burn and the decreased speed? If he crits, that's the conditionality here. So yeah, you can afford to not, but this burn? Oh yeah. Cannot be resisted if his crit rate is 100% or higher, and you definitely have over 100%. Nice. Then you can evade the need for accuracy with this guy. Very cool. That gives you enough space to put more crit damage on him, more speed, as you have. Maybe a little bit more sustainability? Aren't you afraid that he's a little squishy? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure about the HP, and his damage scales off HP and defense. You could, again, mythicals are really hard to build out early game, so I wouldn't advise you to like go around and switch gear on him yet. You've done a really good job so far. No need for optimization here. This is the most important guy on your account right now. We've got a speed increaser, Deacon. He's good speeds. You could afford a little bit more accuracy. This poor Hackatoon here at level 50 unworked on, but since you have Deacon, sure, why not? They have the same aura. Anyway, until you get Arbiter, this is the best you've got. How far along are you with Arbiter? Oh, you're so close! You're so close. You should get down to these. Arbiter's gonna help you massively on this account. She might even help you out in the stages that you need help with. Because hear me out. Iron Twins, Sand Devil, and Phantom Shogun from this page, right? Because you've done some fantastic work on dungeons here. Stage 22 Ice Golem, done with Spider. Are we doing any hard? Yeah, we're doing some hard Spider. Congratulations. Hard Dragon, Stage 22 Fire Knight. Good enough, right? Good enough. Really good progress for an under 100 level account. Sand Devil. Why? It's tricky. You've gotten up to stage 15, which is admirable. It takes a while for people to get up to stage 15. Keep that in mind. It's a crappy boss. It's a difficult one. And if you don't have the mechanics to evade some of these heavy blows, there's not much you can do other than keep pulling champions, right? Look forward to this Arbiter. I think that she would come in handy here instead of maybe this guy. Glade Wolf. Yeah, that was his name. He does place a counterattack here. Provoke. Decrease speed. Dope. Gizmak also has a decreased speed, so you have overlap here from that. The rest are fine. You don't have a sleep champion either. You're looking for someone who can play sleep. If you somehow pull an Ostrid, that's Sylvan Water Legendary, she's a good option here. Arbiter could help you because she's a reviver. But ultimately, the champion that you need, well, the two champions that you will need to make this dungeon an easy breezy is a Godseeker, number 1. She's a Void Epic champion, so you're gonna have to keep pulling and get lucky with her. And a champion like Nut. A Nut, even double Nut Godseeker, can make reaching stage 25 easy breezy, but there's time until then. You're gonna have to actually keep pulling for good champions and minimum Godseeker. Minimum Godseeker. Revive on death. Actual revive as fast as possible, and a sleep champion. Phantom Shogun. If you've gotten to stage 19, you're doing fine. To progress down stage 20, you just need another good nuker. Why not try Gizmak here? I don't know. I don't know if you've maybe attempted it that way. Glade Wolf does place a good counterattack, but what if he has Enfeeble and that counterattack just keeps landing weak hits, adding to his meter, and you just have one reviver, Ugo's conditional. You need one more good nuker here. One more good nuker. Or someone who can cleanse, someone who can block debuffs, someone who never weak hits. Something like this. So far, so good, man. If you're unreliably farming stage 19 for superior extracts, which you don't really need yet, I would advise you to go down stage 17 if it's for the superiors. Other than that, the greater extracts right now, more than enough. Stage 16, more than enough. Iron Twins. Dude, see the team? Who is this guy? What does he do? Master Butcher. Provoke doesn't land, provoke doesn't matter, increase crit rate on everyone is good, increase attack on everyone is good. Heals all allies equal to the amount of the damage taken, does not work against bosses. This doesn't work. Revives a random ally with full HP when this champion is killed. And then, what, Rector revives him too, so that's your second reviver. Is your problem that your champions die? Then Arbiter is definitely gonna help. However, with Iron Twins, it's good to have some form of block damage. Block damage, Cold Heart goes in here, she does wonderful. I'm actually surprised as to why you have in level 60 your Cold Heart, she's gonna help you massively. Slot her in instead of Master Butcher. Rector is still a really good reviver here. Leminisi is a little useless. She does bring a really nice Brimstone, so keep her around for that for now. You could put that Brimstone on Mikey instead of that Nature's Wrath. Slot out Leminisi for a block damage champion when you do pull them. Someone like Helicat, someone like Demitha, who's a Void, you're gonna have to pull for her. But the block damage needs to be on all allies. It can't just be on one or target ally. It needs to be on everyone. It needs to be on like a, I'd say, maximum 4-turn cooldown, dude. Some good shield in the meantime. Helicat is the perfect Iron Twins champion to look out for when you're pulling. And see, you could potentially tank out Iron Twins with enough resistance, but that's another thing that you don't have on your team. You don't have a lot of resistance builds. Or a champion that increases resistance on the team. The only thing you can do for these, man, is to keep pulling. I would return to Clan Boss in a little bit. I do want to see the state of the shards. You've got some savings. That's good. Save them for 2x's, please. Do not bait yourself with progressives. Don't get tempted. There's a lot of progressives all the time with some really, really solid champions on the roster. But trust me, nothing has clutched for me and for most people than pulling a big amount of shards on a 2x. But again, you can play the game however you want. I am not your mother, and you can enjoy whatever kind of gameplay, pull whenever you want. I'm just telling you tips on how to min-max the game. How to tweak the odds in your favor. How to do something a little bit more efficiently than first thought. Because the raid is full of traps. Now let's go to the clan bosses. Most importantly, you need to focus on Demon Lord. Forget Hydra and Chimera progression until you have Ultra Nightmare down. And why I'm saying this, most of your shards, legendary skill tomes, epic skill tomes are gonna come from here. Getting around 10 sacred shards per month as well as around 10 legendary skill tomes per month, just from Ultra Nightmare alone, is gonna skyrocket your progression and the speeds at which it happens and you're building out champions, and the amount of times you actually get to pull during 2x's because you would have saved enough shards. Ultra Nightmare, getting to Ultra Nightmare is the first and most important thing on this account. As for Hydra and Chimera, if you can get to some chest, and if you can get some fragments for Mithrala and Empress, good enough. Mithrala will come first on your account, it won't be Empress. Heads up. But Mithrala, for the time being, is way more important than Empress could be at this stage of your account. Because she's gonna help you progress in mid-game, Empress is more utilizable in endgame. But it all starts here. Let me see the team. This is the team. Again, Deacon is a solid option. You do have an overlap here with the Leech. Lemonisi is very useless, except for the Brimstone, and I told you could swap the Brimstone on your Mikey. I think that your account would benefit a little bit more if your mic is built up with enough accuracy to land it, of course. You might need to push that a little bit higher. Instead of resistance, look for maybe an accuracy banner. I'm seeing that it is a feral. That means that you're winning, or at least participating in sieges, and Siege has brought me some of the best pieces of gear on my account. As an early gamer, and even mid-gamer, it continues. This is a tendency. Feral pieces are incredible. So a feral accuracy banner, swap this Nature's Wrath for Brimstone. Stop putting your Luminicity everywhere because of the Brimstone. This heal reduction doesn't do anything here in Clan Boss. Block buffs, however, is very nice. So if you want, you can swap her for Ugo, right? A little bit of support, and I will actually propose this team for you. I will put it here. Deacon, still Speed or Champ, very nice. A little bit of Leech overlap here, right? With Mikey, but suppose that he's one of your best nukers. We put a Gizmac here, because burn, why not? Who doesn't love a good burner, right? Ugo and Rector. Ugo needs to have way more HP than Rector to make this work. Way more HP than anyone else, for that matter. She needs to be sitting at, I have mine sitting at 80,000 HP, yes. Because I want her to be the last one on the team. She's gonna place an increased speed block damage on herself. Revive everyone with her A4 if it is completely booked. It's just super, super clutchy. When it lands, if it lands. If you can't make that happen. And there's a lot of leeches here and I don't like it. I really don't. Decreased defense here coming from Ugo and from Deacon. Block buffs coming from Ugo. Decrease attack coming in from Mikey. Evade, stun tank, right? Decrease speed, burn coming from Gizmac. I don't know what to do with this overlap here. Maybe swap Ugo for someone else. Someone who can deal some damage. This revive should stay though. I think Rector Drath should be on this team. Should have a place here. But again, I'm not entirely sure. Let me just name this Clan Boss BB Suggest. That has to be with the double G. Suggest. Right? Is that how you spell suggestion? What is wrong with you today? Okay, Clan Boss BB Suggest. And now, let's swap Ugo. I'm not too sure if I agree with this, but I figured, oh no, I might have just ruined my makeup. Anyway, she brings a good heal, and I really do like that heal. I also have Fane here with decreased defense and poison. She's also a really good damage dealer for Clan Boss. You have a lot of overlap here, a lot of overlap in mechanics. That's why I'm having such a hard time. I don't want the decreased defense to overlap. I don't want the leech to overlap. I don't want the block buffs to overlap. I don't want the decreased defense to overlap with Vayne as well, but I do want her weaken. And this Lemonisi's block buffs, but then stupid heal reduction, and it makes no sense. She does have a buff removal, but there ain't no buffs being placed if we already come with the block buffs. I don't know how to feel about this. I would say, what you're missing here is, again, a block damage champion, some sort of shield, some sort of support, a really good support champion that will be able to budge up these numbers enough to get you how much damage are you putting in? 2-key Nightmare? Ultra Nightmare 50 million, yeah, like a 2-key Nightmare. To put it plainly, man, sit with this plateau. It's fine. Plateaus don't mean that you've stopped progressing. It just means that you've stopped noticing it. or more so, the progress is one of those invisible things. I remind you, there's daily things to be done here. It's not only about pushing stages every day and improving your account every day. Sometimes it is about maintenance. Just doing your classic arenas, doing your faction wars, doing your dungeon raiding for better artifacts. You already have some really solid dungeon stages covered, so relish in that. Spend some time. You know that you can get ancient shards through raiding dungeons, right? As for clan boss, put all of your keys in Nightmare. Try to get an ultimate chest every day. You're gonna get like 4 recharges throughout the day that you can figure out how to disperse. I'd say put them all in Nightmare. If that maximum amount of damage on Ultra Nightmare was done using 1 key, you are better off putting all of those keys in Nightmare instead of Ultra Nightmare. You are not ready for that yet. Some better champions need to be pulled. More mechanics, different mechanics. But again, it also depends on what your clan members can do. The best way to go about this, focus all of your brain power in completing Nightmare. If you're a starting out clan, it's better to get 2 chests here than no chests overall. Is my train of thought, if you get what I'm trying to say. Again, as for Hydra and Chimera, leave it rest for a little bit. Get some chests every week, regardless of the rarity, as long as you're getting fragments in. Once you get Mithrala, the game is gonna change for you on 1 level. Once you get Arbiter on a different level, the game is gonna change for you again. You can actually use your Arbiter in every single area of the game. She's just an incredible Trimeter increaser and reviver. Doom Tower is gonna give you some extra resources. Wow, you're doing some business here on hard. You can, wow, you've completed normal. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, that's about the right approach. Do normal first and then try your shot at hard. How I like to do it is opposite, because I'm already completing hard Doom Tower. I go with hard first and then I catch up with normal Doom Tower and as much time as I have. Same applies for Cursed City as well. Try and complete as many stages as you can. Wherever you can, you don't have a lot of champions to work with, so do normal. Cursed City is for the last, like when you're thinking about how to optimize your Nightmare, Brutal Nightmare, Ultra Nightmare, Chimera damage, that's when you can consider building out champions for Cursed City. But before that, there's so much work to be done, so much time needs to pass. You're good, homie. Don't rush your journey. You're also trying to min-max the whole thing. It's fine. Enjoy the progression, enjoy the plateau, enjoy a little bit of time of maintenance and grind and planning out and daydreaming as to like, oh, what champions could I pull the next time there's a 2x around, you know? Do some Arbiter missions. Just focus on these. Get your Arbiter. These Nightmare, Ultra Nightmare missions, it's gonna take some time for you to get there. By that time, you're gonna need to upgrade your Affinity Heart. No! No! Thank you! And it's good that I checked in here. What are you doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? No. Accuracy. Now that you've started, it sucks. It sucks that this has to be the first node that you're leveling up because you're not gonna feel it much. You're not gonna feel it much, but accuracy you're gonna feel with every fiber of your body. I don't know how to stress that more. And you leave this alone too. My god, dude, no. I hate to say that you have to continue working on this. I hate to say it, but if you want to get Arbiter within a month, you're gonna have to stick to this. And then promise me you're gonna pick one of those accuracy nodes. And I really do recommend it's magic. Let me check your account. It could be spirit. But you pick one, okay? You pick one and you stick to it. Accuracy is so much more vital to level up than any of the rest of them. Any of the rest of them. This should take priority. And yet again, only after you finish booking this, leveling this up to level 10. And oh my god. I'm sorry you have to find out this way. And it is okay. Still. But keep this in mind. Just shift your focus to doing your Arbiter missions. I think that's gonna help you streamline your progression a little bit more and avoid you jumping timelines and trying to speed and rush your progression without being able to catch up with yourself and your ambitions. Thank you for the trust, Mr. Spouse. Mr. Husband. If you guys want to take over, hit up my Discord. You can find the link to it down in the description box under this video and under all videos. Find the account Takeover subthread, submit a ticket. I will take some time to get to it because there's always backlog of a couple of videos in queue. Thank you for your patience while I get to you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys again in the next one tomorrow. Bye!